In the early days of March 2026, the world watches as a long-feared conflict escalates into a devastating reality. What began as simmering tensions has erupted into open warfare, pitting Iran against a coalition of the United States and Israel. This is the story of Operation Epic Fury, a conflict reshaping the Middle East and sending shockwaves across the globe. Since late February, the skies over Iran have been filled with the roar of fighter jets and the trails of missiles. Joint Israeli airstrikes have targeted key strategic locations, but the impact has spread far beyond military installations. Cities that were once vibrant centers of culture and life are now scarred by destruction. In Tehran, Isfahan, and other urban centers, the daily rhythm has been replaced by the constant wail of sirens and the desperate scramble for safety. The response from Iran has been swift and forceful. A barrage of missiles has been launched, targeting military bases and strategic assets in retaliation. This exchange of fire has created a terrifying cycle of attack and counterattack, with each side determined to assert its strength. On the ground, the reality is one of chaos and fear. Emergency services, stretched to their absolute limits, navigate rubble-strewn streets to reach the wounded. Hospitals are overwhelmed, struggling to cope with the influx of casualties. For the civilians caught in the crossfire, life has become a moment-to-moment struggle for survival. Families are torn apart, seeking refuge in makeshift shelters, their homes reduced to dust. The faces of children, etched with confusion and fear, tell a story that transcends politics and strategy. They are the innocent victims of a war they cannot comprehend, their futures uncertain. The human cost is staggering, with the death toll rising daily, each number representing a life lost, a family shattered, and a community in mourning. The conflict is not contained within Iran's borders. The northern front has ignited, with hostilities spilling over into Lebanon. Border regions have become new battlegrounds, further destabilizing an already fragile area and drawing more players into a complex and dangerous web of alliances and enmities. The ripple effects are felt far beyond the immediate zone of combat. In the strategic Strait of Hormuz, a critical artery for global trade, shipping has been severely disrupted. This choke point, through which a significant portion of the world's oil supply passes, is now a high-risk area. The economic consequences are beginning to mount, with global markets reacting to the instability and the potential for a prolonged disruption to energy supplies. The world is interconnected, and a fire in one region can scorch the entire globe. As we witness these harrowing events unfold, it's easy to get lost in the geopolitical analysis, the military tactics, and the strategic implications. But at the heart of this conflict are people. People with hopes, dreams, and families, now living in the shadow of war. The images of destruction are not just pictures on a screen. They are the lived reality for millions. They are a stark reminder of the profound human cost of war, a cost that is always paid most heavily by the innocent. This is a moment for reflection, a time to look beyond the headlines and see the shared humanity that connects us all. In the midst of this darkness, the call for peace has never been more urgent. We must hold on to hope and remember the power of compassion. As the world grapples with this crisis, let us unite in a common prayer. Let us pray for the people of Iran, for the restoration of peace, and for all the families on every side who have been affected by this devastating war. Thank you for watching.